everybody. Welcome to Magic Moments Tarot. My name is Rose. As per usual, we're going to start off with a quick prayer and then we're going to move right into the message, okay? O cosmic divinity of all radiance and vibration, soften the ground of our beings and carve out within us a space where your presence can abide. Fill us with your creativity so that we may be empowered to bear the fruit of your mission, so that we bear fruit in accordance with our desires. Endow us with the wisdom to produce and to share what each being needs to grow and to flourish. Untie the tangled threads of destiny that bind us, as we release others from the entanglement of past mistakes. Do not let us be seduced by that which will divert us from our true purpose, and illuminate the opportunities of the present moment. For you are the ground, the fruitful vision, the birth, the power, and fulfillment, as all are gathered and made whole once again. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. Okay. So if you guys hear a gnawing sound in the background, I'm sorry, that's my dogs. They were both given bones today with marrow in them, and they are going to town. So I apologize. I apologize if it's a little loud. They're not going to give up anytime soon. So you were just going to have to move through that, okay? All right. So. What should I start off with? I think we're just going to go ahead and keep it 100 and keep going with what we've been doing. Start off with our animal energy. Okay. Oh, good word. All right. Angels, ancestors, and spirits of the highest white light, please guide this reading, my thoughts, and my sight, so my messages find all who need them tonight. Let the messages guide them to do what is right, and block anything that is not of the light. In the name of Yahuwah, I pray. It is done, it is done, it is done. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, that was quick. Alrighty then. So these ones fell out like this. These are all like this. These go like this. We have Ladybug in the upright. We have the duck. And then we have the parrot. Okay. The moose. Okay, spirits, this is really important. Do these ones, should these go in the upright? I'm not getting a yes or no. So should these all remain neutral then, spirit? Okay. So the energies that we have in the neutral, we have the stork, we have the snake, and we have a bull moose. Okay, and then we have the parrot, we have the duck, and we have the ladybug. Okay, so the ladybug in the upright is all about nurturing your garden and making it grow. They sort of eat they get rid of all the pests that are in a garden and they help it to grow. So this is all about someone who helps people to blossom into the best versions of themselves, okay? This is someone who is, when they're in trouble or having a hard time sort of in their life, you may not know it, okay? They might hide it very well. They certainly don't take out their issues on other people, okay? Now the parrot energy is interesting because it came out with these two upright energies. I'm wondering, so the parrot is all about repeating what you hear, okay? Repeating what you hear and having a big mouth. So this could very well be a good thing in that this person may be getting, for instance, this person may be getting messages from God, or this person may be a teacher, okay? Or this person might be someone that has to speak up, okay, about what they learn, what they hear, okay? and therefore that's what they're doing, okay? So I guess it just depends on the context, okay? And because it came out with these two upright energies, who are both very, very good energies, I feel like that's exactly what this means, okay? I feel like this is someone who is repeating what they've heard, who is repeating what they've been told, and they're doing it because they're trying to nurture people and help them to grow. It's like they're trying to help people be the best versions of themselves, okay? And they're trying to encourage some sort of growth. It could be growth in spirit. It could be growth in emotional maturity. It could be growth in, there's a lot of different ways, right? It could be growth in health, you know, like helping people to live healthier lives. They go to school, for instance, or they learn things, and then they come back and they parrot it back at people and go, hey, you know what, this is what I learned, da 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 da. Okay, so I feel like that's the energy that this is giving right now, okay? Now, this is concerning, okay, because the stork is all about having babies, okay? So the stork in the upright is someone who's going to have a baby. The stork in the reverse is either someone's not going to have a child, or a child is going to pass, okay? In other words, this is pregnancy slash miscarriage slash infertility energy, okay? So the fact that it's in this neutral position is somewhat disturbing, okay? The fact that it came out with the snake and the bull moose too is also very disturbing. Okay, because if we put these all together and we put them all in the upright, we don't get very good energy, okay? Someone who's very big, very big, very, very tough, very, very strong, okay? We have the snake in the reverse. The snake in the reverse is someone who is a snake in the grass energy, okay? The snake in the upright is someone you know is your enemy. The snake in the reverse is someone who is your enemy but pretends to be your friend, okay? And then we have this miscarriage energy, okay? Or this infertile energy, okay? We turn it the other way and we have pregnancy, okay? But we also follow that up with a known enemy and a bull moose who's in the bull moose is an incredibly bad energy, especially, well, the bull moose is a really bad energy, especially in reverse, okay? This is like bully energy, okay? So either way, it's like not really the greatest energy, because this is like, you know, you're bringing a child into this kind of environment, okay? Or you're getting this kind of energy here, okay? So no child at all, but you still have this big, tough ass energy who's really, you know, sort of bullheaded, right? And then this snake in the grass energy with a lack. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, either way, it's not great energy, okay? So I feel like this is, obviously these are events that have not come to pass yet, okay? This has not come to pass yet because there's still some choices that have to be made that haven't yet been made, okay? And these choices are going to sort of affect the outcomes of these situations, okay? I don't know what those choices have to do with. It could be health, it could be lifestyle, it could just be literal, just oopsie circumstances, things that are sort of outside one's realm of control. I'm not sure what this energy is all about, okay? Because this represents pregnancy and, or sort of fertility versus infertility, or pregnancy versus miscarriage, it could also represent the birth of ideas, the birth of a plan, the birth of some sort of creative achievement, as it were, okay? But I'm not really, I don't know 100% about that. I really feel like this is, honestly, I feel like someone may already be pregnant, and whether or not this child is born is still up in the air. Okay? And I feel like both of the parents are in karmic energy right now. Because we have two very different energies, but two very karmic energies. Either way the card is turned, they're still karmic. So, yeah, that's really sad. That's really sad. I'm not really sure what to say about that at this point in time. So we're just going to move on and we're going to keep shuffling, okay? Okay, so we've got, okay, so we've got the praying mantis in reverse, okay? And we have the horse. The horse is, this is awesome, okay? So this is very good energy, okay? This is very feminine energy on this side of the board. Okay, not only because we have the lady, the ladybug, but we also have the praying mantis in reverse. And this praying mantis is a feminine. This praying mantis card represents, what's the word I'm looking for? The Black Widow energy, okay? Because in the upright, this energy is all about a woman who uses men, okay, to get what she wants and then disposes of them when she's done. Because the lady praying mantis will eat her lover when she's done with them. She basically uses him to get pregnant and literally unalives him and eats him. Okay. So the opposite of that is someone who doesn't use men for their purposes. You know, they keep them around. they don't kill them. It's not a lady killer. It's the opposite of a lady killer. Okay. So we have, and then we have the horse, and this is again someone who's very, very powerful. Okay. Now, interesting because the horse comes right after the parrot. I feel like, and because we have this duck, because we have this ladybug that's all about growth and helping you become the best version of yourself, I feel like we have some sort of a teacher energy here, okay? This is someone who passes down knowledge of some kind, okay, and helps people to grow, okay? This energy over here is like, this is not good energy. This is really, really not good energy at all, to be honest, okay? Very bad energy. Yeah. I don't know what to say about this stork energy. I hate seeing the stork card like this. Like, it really bugs me, okay? The other two cards I can totally deal with. It's fine, whatever. But the stork one, that's unfortunate. Okay, that's really unfortunate. Because literally, no matter what way the cookie crumbles, it's either the pregnancy someone has a miscarriage, or someone doesn't get pregnant in the first place, or someone does get pregnant and they have a child in a very karmic relationship, okay? So it's like, either way, it's just not good, and I don't know, like, I don't know how else to say that. It's not, yeah, this is not a good situation. Okay, Spirit, can we get some more energy out here, please? Can we get some more energy out here, please? I'm hearing in my head, it's not your baby. So, whatever that means, okay? Someone could be... Okay, if that is the case, then I feel like the energy goes like this, okay? Because the whole snake in the grass thing, you know what I mean? Your enemy masquerading as a friend makes much more sense if it's the female lying to a masculine about who the paternal, who the, oh my gosh, who the father of this child is, okay? But I feel like I said, I feel like in some cases that is the truth, okay? And if that's the truth, this child may not make it, okay? If the energy is like this, and that is not the case, then there's going to be a child born to very, very karmic parents. Either that, or this is going to be a very karmic child, okay? And that's just not, it's just not good. That is not good. And yes, there can be children who are born specifically to bring karma to people. And there can be children who are born with contracts that how should I put this? Let's just leave it at what I've already said, and you guys discern what you feel like is appropriate, okay? Because I don't want to say that every soul that is born is innocent, because every soul that is born, I mean, it's very rare that there's a brand new soul being born, okay? That's not as common a thing as people think. Every soul, most souls anyways, not every, but most souls are here repeating this cycle of reincarnation, okay? And so they have lived before, and therefore they have sinned before, and therefore they are not 100% pure. And sometimes when they are, for instance, when they have done a lot of bad in a previous life, they are sent back to a cursed lineage, okay? Sometimes people can curse their lineages by doing really bad things. And therefore a child can be born into a cursed lineage. I don't want to say the child is born evil, because I don't necessarily believe that's true, but I do believe that there are people who are more predisposed to aligning with the dark side, let's say, okay? And then that can happen, and it, yeah, I think that's the best way that I can put it, okay? And I'm just going to leave it at that, all right? So now we have, interesting, we have the fly in reverse, we have the chicken, and we have the chameleon, okay? So we have someone who is scared. And it's interesting because the fly is spell work, okay? The fly is all about spell work, it's all about witchcraft. In reverse, it's return to sender energy, okay? So someone is running scared. Someone is scared shitless because this return to sender energy, because the spell work that they have been doing is coming back to them, okay? This person is trying to blend in. They're trying to pretend that they're sort of just like everybody else. They're trying to pretend that everything's fine and there's nothing to worry about, and bleedy bleedy blah, okay? Like I said, they're trying to blend in. They're trying to pretend like everything's fine, but everything is not fine, okay? These people are very, very scared because something that they have been doing, something that they have been messing with, is coming back to haunt them. And I feel like they know it, and they're really, really afraid of it, okay? Okay, the thing that I've been sort of avoiding saying, I really don't want to say this, but this energy in reverse can also represent the passing of a child already born, okay? So, God. And honest to God, I wouldn't wish that up on my worst enemy. I wouldn't wish that on anyone. That might be what these people are afraid of, okay? And that might be why they're so afraid. And honest to God, I wouldn't blame them in the least for being afraid of that, because who would want that? I don't think even the worst person on the planet would want that would wish that on anyone. I have well, I guess that it is possible, but I just don't see how anyone could wish that on anyone, okay? I don't care how much you hate someone. I don't care how much they did to you. I don't care. I just would never wish that on anyone, and I feel awful having even said that. I don't like putting it out there, but that's the truth of that card, so I'm not gonna lie about it. Anyways, let's move on, shall we? Okay, so we have some people here who are trying to hide the fact that they're scared, okay? We have someone who may or may not be pretending to be your friend whilst actually remaining your enemy, okay? We may or may not have a bully energy. We might just have someone who's big and strong and kind of a brute. Do you know what I mean? Or we could have someone who is like a legit, ornery, temperamental bastard of a person, okay? We definitely have this return to sender energy for sure, okay? And then over here, we have a lot of feminine energy, okay? We have a powerful feminine energy. Someone who might be a teacher, someone who definitely talks about what they've learned, someone who doesn't take out their shit on other people. So this is someone who is fairly emotionally regulated, okay? So these are the energies that we have. Is there anything else, Spirit, that you wanted to bring our attention to? Any other energies you wanted to bring out here today? Any other energies you wanted to bring out here today? The shark in reverse. Okay. So this is, God. Shark in reverse is someone who is a predator, or you're, in other words, an enemy, okay? Someone who wishes to harm or chooses to harm, okay? He has the intent to harm. And this is someone who doesn't mind you knowing it, okay? So this is not someone who's hiding it. Okay, so we definitely have more than one person's energy here because we have this chameleon energy, we have this snake in the grass energy, okay? This, enemy masquerading as a friend energy, okay? And then we have an enemy who's clearly an enemy and they don't give a crap if you know it, okay? Good God almighty. All right. Anything else, Spirit? Is there anything else? Any other energies you wanted to bring out, Spirit? Any other energies you wanted to bring out? Good Lord. So again, because we have this couple that's in the neutral, I feel like we're talking about more than one couple here, okay? There's got to be at least two couples that are in this, okay? And then this pretending that they're not scared of this witchcraft energy, and then this energy over here of like a predator who doesn't care if you know that they're a predator. I feel like we're talking about at least 4, 5, possibly 6 energies, 6 different people here, okay? Possibly. Oh no. Oh Lord. Okay. So the panda represents bedroom abuse, okay? If you don't know what panda eyes, go and look it up. I don't want to explain it because it's a horrible thing to talk about. And this dog energy here, this incredibly loyal, loving, energetic being, has experienced bedroom abuse, okay? So Okay. Now, because of the fact, I feel like we're dealing with more than one energy over here. I feel like we could be dealing with both masculine and feminine energies, okay? I don't know if this is a couple, okay? But I can say this much. At least one of them has had bedroom abuse. And I feel like this is why this card came out, okay? It's to explain that, yes, this person has experienced trauma, but they didn't turn their trauma into an excuse to traumatize others, okay? Because they're still loving and enthusiastic and caring and loyal, okay? This is the energy that they carry despite this, okay? So it could be one person we're talking about, but it could be, I don't know. Take it as it resonates, okay? Again, I'm not 100% sure sort of how to interpret that yet, so we'll get to it. Why are these cards? Oh, we have a card turned the wrong way. We have the rabbit. Okie dokie dokie. Oh, what do we else? We have a couple of them the wrong way. Oh, shoot. Okay. Okay, so we have the frog. This is highly spiritual being, okay? I mean, the frog in combination with the horse, too. This is someone who is definitely walking in a high frequency, okay? We have the mockingbird in reverse. So this is someone who, you know, they don't mock other people. They don't copy other people. They walk their own path. They walk in their own energy, okay? We have the, I'm going to move this stuff over here. We have this octopus energy. Octopus is someone who, first of all, is an amazing escape artist, someone who is multi-talented, has their hands in a lot of pots, as it were, and is someone who's very intelligent. Did I say that already? Intelligent, multi-talented, and escape artist, okay? We have the grasshopper. The grasshopper is someone who doesn't plan for the future, okay? This person doesn't think ahead of time. They don't think, you know, what should I, you know, should I be putting things away for tomorrow? What should I be doing? Blah, 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 okay? That's that kind of energy, okay? Now we have the rabbit. The rabbit, I can't remember which direction this one came out in. Because I've been playing with this card in my hand and I just realized I've been turning this card around while I was talking, and now I don't know which direction it came in. So give me 1 second while I ask Spirit. But the other card that we had is the bat, okay? And the bat is all about energy vampires, okay? For obvious reasons, all right? So this is someone who uses their gifts for not good purposes, okay? The rabbit here, Spirit. Is this energy supposed to be in the upright or the reverse, Spirit? Give me 1 second while I have to plug my ears and listen for the 1 second, the beep in my ear. Does the rabbit energy belong in the upright, Spirit? I'm getting a yes. Okay, so the rabbit represents an energy that is really big on family, okay? This might be someone who is, or at least was at one point in time, very sexually active. This person could have a lot of children, okay? This person is very soft, very sweet, very cuddly. They could be very affectionate, okay, in nature. Yes, dear. No. You have your bone. Go chew your bone. You go chew your bone. Go get your bone and go chew it. Don't start whining now. Don't even. No, I love you too. I love you too. I love you too. Okay, now go. Get your nose out of here. Get your nose out of here. Go on. Go on. Get your bone. Where's your bone? Go get it. Go get your bone. Go eat your bone. Shake your head at me. Okay, so we have spell work. We have energy vampire. We have irresponsible. We have they're hiding the fact that they're scared because this energy is going back to them. Okay, we have predator energy here. Okay, this is someone who may have unalived people in the past or may be planning to do it in the future. Okay. And then we have this really karmic couple energy, and then this possible pregnancy, possible miscarriage energy here. This fertility versus infertility. This child versus, I don't even want to say it. Anyways, so these are the energies that we're carrying right now, okay? Lord Almighty. Again, because we have the frog and the horse, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that these people are very, very spiritual. Now, the reason I also am saying that is because we have this fly in reverse, meaning the spell work is going back. That pretty much to me says that these people are operating in a high frequency, okay? Despite having been through this, okay? And that's really, that's a good thing. And that's tough, okay? That's not easy to do. As someone who's been there, I mean, I get it. I understand it. It's not easy, okay? Transmuting pain is never a good time, as it were, okay? I'm trying to move those there so we can see still. Move that up there. We got our ladybug, and our ducky, and our parrot. All right, that ought to do it. A snake in our nose. I can still see the snake. Okay, I'll just hold that like that because I can still see the snake in the loose antlers. All right, good enough. Okay. All right, Spirit. I'm going to pull out our Enchanted Blossoms deck now and see what we get here. Okay. Angels, ancestors, and spirits of the highest white light, can you please come in and guide us now as to what in the heck is going on in this energy here? Alrighty then. Yes, dear. You're not going anywhere. We are not going outside right now. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning. You're not going outside. You can wait. We have wisdom. Nice, and it's in the upright. I love to see that. Okay, and then you know what? That makes total sense because this person has been through an awful lot, obviously. Okay? And yet they're still in a high frequency. I mean, this person is literally teaching other people what they've learned in order to help them grow into the best versions of themselves. This person might be highly spiritual, okay? So this person has learned from their lessons. They have learned their lessons. They have learned from their mistakes. They have learned from their hardships, okay? This person is doing really, really well considering, okay? So that's good. That's a very good thing. You know, I really can't stand it when people use their pain as an excuse to, or their trauma as an excuse to inflict pain on others. And that is coming from someone who actually has done that in the past, okay? So I've learned my lesson. I've learned, you know what, you can't be angry at the world and, you know, be angry at all mankind because one man screwed, well, not just one, but still, you know, because you were screwed over by one person doesn't mean you can't paint everybody with the same brush is what I'm basically trying to say. And I had to learn that the hard way. I had to learn that though my anger was justified, the fact that I was taking that anger out on the world at large was not justified, okay? So, again, I went through years and years and years of therapy to help with that. So, like I said, it's not easy, but it is well worth the effort. We have thoughtfulness in reverse, and we have gratitude in reverse. Okay. So these people really, these people don't take other people's feelings into consideration, okay? They don't really care what's going on in the hearts and minds of other people, and they're certainly not grateful for what they have. They're really not grateful for what they have at all, okay? And what I'm hearing is, which is more than most, so they kind of should be. Do you know what I mean? Like, they may not be filthy, stinking rich, but it doesn't give them the right to, I wouldn't say not give them the right, but it doesn't give them leeway in being completely ungrateful. Okay? It's kind of like that same, same thing that your mom used to say, my mom anyways, and I think all moms back in the day used to say, there are starving children all over the world. You're lucky you have food in front of you. Do you know how many people don't have homes? There's always someone out there who has it worse. It's like that kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? And even though it is okay to be sad, it's okay to have a hard time, it's okay to not love how your life is going 24 freaking 7, but it's a completely different thing to constantly live in a state of hating everything and not showing any appreciation to anything. Do you know what I mean? It's like I've watched videos on TV, for instance, of these children who are just living in horrific conditions, okay? Horrific conditions. They don't have a whole lot of food. They don't have, good homes. They're sort of sharing a shack with their entire family, and they're singing and they're joyous. And, if they see a flower, they'll pick it and go, oh my God, isn't that beautiful? And you know what I mean? Like they still have appreciation for the little things, and I feel like this energy just does not, okay? It's like this is the energy of someone who just always wants more. No matter what you do for them, they're never satisfied. They always just want more. They're very, very ungrateful for what they've been given. I'm hearing very ungrateful for the chances they've been given. So, okay, so Spirit may have been very, I don't want to say permissive, but given these people a lot of grace and allowed them many chances to, I want to say undo or make better choices in regards to the things that they are doing with their lives, okay? Now we have the truth is sideways and we have spirituality sideways, okay? Now, again, what I was saying, because we have the truth and spirituality and they're both in the prone position, I feel like, okay, remember when I was saying, I feel like this energy here is trying to teach people about how to grow into the best versions of themselves and that they're spiritual, okay? I feel like this person speaks the truth. This person is a spiritual teacher, a spiritual guru, someone who is trying to spread truth and love, okay? And despite what a lot of people think, because a lot of people think, oh, if you're, constantly telling people, the truth all the time, it's not always a positive thing. People can view that as being very negative. And I actually disagree with that, okay? Despite the fact that the truth is not always pleasant, and most of the times, actually, it's really not pleasant at all. A lot of people think, well, that she's being so negative or he's being so negative. No, that's not the truth, because honestly, as far as I'm concerned, telling the truth is one of the biggest acts of love that you can perform, okay? And it's not easy to receive. And trust me, I know that. I have raised some of the most brutally honest children on the planet, and they have not taken it easy on me. They have been brutally honest with everything that they think about me, and let me tell you, it's not an easy pill to swallow sometimes, but I've had no choice but to accept that, because I know that they were telling me the truth, and I know that what they were telling me is going to ultimately help me grow, and it did. It did help me grow. It helped me grow into a way better person, okay? because I took it seriously, because I paid attention, because I was willing to learn. Do you know what I mean? And it's not easy. It's not easy. It's definitely not easy. Whew, it was like swallowing freaking bricks. It's not easy being told how much you suck and that you've done so many things wrong. It's not easy being called out on your shit. But it's necessary, okay? It's a necessary evil. And I had to learn how to take that, and I had to learn how to take it on the chin and learn from that and learn to be better. And it made me a better person. So, you know, I'm not going to complain. I mean, I do complain sometimes. I'm doing it right now. I'm not perfect, but I definitely learned my lessons, and I'm grateful for it, despite the fact that it like I said, it's sometimes it stings like shit. It's fucking not easy to hear that shit, but again, it helps you grow as a person, and I feel like, I don't care what anyone says, I feel like telling someone the truth is a huge act of love, okay? And I feel like we're even backed up in science by that, because recent tests have shown the highest frequency is that of authenticity, not of love. Everybody thinks that love is the highest frequency. It's not. Authenticity is the highest frequency. That's the highest vibration we can put out. Therefore, truth is the highest vibration. Walking in our truth, living in our truth, and speaking truth is the highest vibration. So me telling you the truth, whether you like it or not, whether it's good news or bad news, it doesn't matter. What matters is that I'm speaking truth, and as long as I'm speaking truth, I'm vibrating high, right? And same for you guys. So I feel like that's an important lesson, and I feel like that's exactly what this person here is doing, okay? Probably much more eloquently than I do it, because I tend to be a little brutal. Again, that's why my kids are the way they are. It's my own fault. I'm not good at, how should I say this? I'm not good at sugarcoating shit. You know what I mean? I just tend to blurt shit out. Even when I'm writing, it tends to just come out blunt. Like I try to, I'm just not good at it, okay? I'm just not. I've never been any good at that, but I'm doing my best. I'm getting better. I feel like I'm getting better with time. But I still have lots of room for improvement, for sure. Okay, so let's move on. So now we have this energy of incredibly ungrateful people, okay? Who are thoughtless and don't care about others, okay? People who are afraid because they have been doing some kind of spell work and it's going back on them and they know it, okay? It might already be going back on them, okay? And they might be pretending that they haven't been affected by this. They might be pretending that whatever it is that's happening to them isn't on account of that. They may even be lying about it, okay? I mean, again, if they're trying to pretend that it's not happening, they're definitely lying, okay? Oh, yes, that's right, too. And we have truth and spirituality, okay? Now, because this truth, excuse me, because this truth and spirituality cards are in the prone position, I feel like someone is lying, okay? Someone is lying about this energy. They may even be saying that this person is sending this negative energy to them. Meanwhile, it's really their own energy coming back to them, okay? And I also feel like there is some dark practitioner energy. I mean, obviously, I feel like that goes without saying. So we're definitely dealing with some, really dark energies here and some really light energies here, okay? We're definitely dealing with people who sort of walk in the light with regards to spirituality, okay? And then some people who walk in the dark with regards to spirituality. So we're definitely dealing with Chosen One's energy here, which reminds me, I think I'm going to pull out the Chosen One's deck and pull some cards and see what Spirit has to say about this, okay? Okay, Spirit, do you guys have anything to say about this Chosen's energy success? Okay, so whoever this energy is over here, they're going to be experiencing success. This also might just be confirmation from Spirit that I'm on the right track, okay? Okay. Yes, dear. Yes, dear. Okay, we have dream messages. So someone might be getting messages in their dreams. Someone needs to pay attention to their dreams. Maybe start writing your dreams down. We have psychic powers, a clairvoyant. Okay, so we might have someone here who has one of the clairs, one or both or all or several of the clairs. We have sage your space. Yes, dear. What was that? You have your own bone. You don't need hers, okay? You have your own. Go get yours. She's allowed to have one too. You're not taking hers and yours. Now go eat your own bone. Go on. Dingus. You go get yours. Go get your own. Stop freaking messing with her. You're making me drop everything. Sorry, I had my head turned and I wasn't looking. But we have time to shine. Not only is a miracle on its way to, or not only are you a miracle, one is on its way to you. We have synchronicities and we have wake up. So this might be someone who has been brought to this planet to wake people up, okay? To wake people up to the truth, to spread truth. Or this might be a message to these people to wake the fuck up. Either way, someone got to be woke in this energy right now. We have synchronicities 222, 333, 444, 555, 1111, and 1010. So we have a good omen for relationships right now. So we have divine protection. We have you're on the right path. We have someone going through an upgrade. There's changes coming. Ancient Egyptian ancestors. We've been picking up on that one so much lately. So someone here has definitely got a very long lineage, a very, what's the word I'm looking for? Very ancient lineage. Possibly a very powerful lineage. Okay? And this doesn't necessarily mean the 3D bloodline. Okay? This could be your spirit family. This could be, you know, your soul family, your soul's bloodline as opposed to your 3D living on this planet bloodline, okay? You have goddess energy. Wow, okay. So we could be dealing with someone who is a goddess incarnate, okay? So someone who was a god, like a deity in another lifetime and incarnated on this planet. I'm hearing in Christ consciousness energy, okay? So someone is trying to spread love and light. This is your light worker, your earth angel energy is what I was trying to get at. Lemurian blood. Okay, so we have someone here who could be from Lemuria. This is a very, very ancient bloodline. The Lemurians are said to be the first humanoid race to ever exist on Earth. Okay, and this was sort of going back millions of years before, we ever came to be. Okay. Judgment Day for your enemies. So whatever these people have been doing to you, whatever this magic is that they have been sending to you, it is going back to them. It's not their imagination. And I feel like future events are dependent on the choices that they made. Like there's still some karmic events that are going to happen that haven't been fully decided yet. Again, and I've said this before, but I feel like I should reiterate this now. The energy that I'm reading right now is the current energy around the situation. This is the current energy around the situation based on the current choices that have been or are being made, okay? Different choices and different actions can change the outcomes of these situations, okay? So please remember that in all of the readings, okay? I am reading the current energy of a situation. It could even be past energy of a situation, okay? But I am definitely not reading future energy because, again, future energy can be changed based on different actions and different choices, okay? So if things keep going in the direction that the energy is in right now, if the energy around the situation stays the same as it is, then yes, I'm definitely reading the future, okay? Then I'm definitely telling you what the outcome will be, because this will be the outcome should the situation remain the same, should all the choices that they make stay in the same frequency, okay? But again, these situations can change based on choices that are made, okay? So I just feel like that's important to state. And all tarot readers know that. I just feel like we don't say that enough. I heard a reader say that one day, and I thought, oh my God, that's absolutely right. I don't know why we never think to say that, but I feel like it's absolutely important that we do. So that's what we're doing, okay? And we have Twin Flame Mission here. So someone here, we could actually be reading a couple's energy here, okay? So remember when I said it could be a masculine and a feminine that we're reading, or it could be a couple that we're reading? It could very well be a couple who are here on a twin flame mission, okay? They might be here to teach people about trauma and how to heal their trauma because they've been through it themselves, okay? So these people might be healers, okay? Or yeah, actually, I feel like that might be it. I feel like these people are here to not only to help people heal their trauma, but I definitely feel like that is a part of it, okay? Because one of the most important things that any human being on earth can do is to heal their trauma, okay? You want to help the world, heal yourself first. That's how you help the world, okay? Because at the very nethermost parts of our being, we are all connected. We are all one at the end of the day, okay? We all exist within the same energy field. Therefore, what you do affects everyone else. What you do to yourself affects everyone else. What you say to yourself and what you say to everybody else. Like I said, everything that you do affects everyone else. So how you treat yourself affects everyone else. So if you heal yourself, you heal the world. Do you know what I'm saying? It's all connected. We are all connected. And that's why it's so important. That's why the golden rule exists. That's why it's in every fucking religion that there exists on earth. You will always see something along the lines of do unto others as you would have them do unto you, because what you do to others truly does affect everyone else. I mean, that's literally scientifically proven. If you studied quantum physics, you would know that. So, anyhow, I digress. Let's keep going. You were born to be a legend. Aw, look at that. Born to be a legend. We're going to cover up that witchcraft card right there with that beautiful energy. You were born to be a legend. Well, I mean, if you're in here on a twin flame mission, I suppose you definitely are. Okay, hold on a second. I just dropped one on the floor. Ooh, Dark Night of the Soul of the Purge. Okay. So I heard someone else talking about this today, this purge energy that's going on right now. And it actually, you know, it's a really heavy topic to get into right now, so I don't really want to get too much into it. But it is a very common energy right now that's coming out because a lot of people are being forced into dark nights of the soul. Or there's a lot of souls that are literally choosing to leave the planet right now. Okay, it's part of their contract. It was written in before they even got here, okay? So the fact that so many people right now are dying isn't necessary. I don't want to say it's not a bad thing, because it kind of is, but also it's what they chose. It was part of their contract, okay? It was what they decided to do when they decided to do it. And there is a specific reason for that. Again, I'm not going to get into that right now, but I don't know how to, oh God, it's so complicated and it's so involved, and it's very, very difficult to explain, but there are a lot of souls who are choosing to leave the planet right now, or who have chosen. I don't want to say choosing, I want to say chosen, okay? And so, though it is very sad, especially in the way that a lot of people are leaving, it is very, very sad, okay? But it is, how do I say this, a necessary evil in the grand scheme. Okay, Riley, stop. You're just gonna knock everything over. Stop it. I love you, but stop it. Okay, go lay down. Where's yours? You were trying to steal hers again? Yeah, yours is right there. Get your bone. Get your bone and go. It sounded very Midwest saying that. Where's your bone? Get your bone. Where is it? Get it. Get your bone. Good girl. Good girl. No, that's your toy. That's not your bone. Where's your bone? Your bone's over there. Oh my God. Excuse me. 1 second, guys. 1 second. Come here. Here. Here's your bone. Here it is. Get it. Get your bone. Now get up and lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Eat your bone. Don't worry, Mia. I got your back. I got your back. I know. Okay. That's settled. Okay, guys. I'm going to stop yammering on here. So these people, again, these people are going through this same energy here, okay? So okay, so what I'm getting is one of two things is going to happen. Again, with this energy over here that was in the prone position, because it's not really, one of two things is happening. These people are either going to be forced into a dark night of the soul, or they're going to be forced to sit back and reflect on their mistakes, okay? Meaning they're going to be called out on their bullshit. Okay, they're going to be, I'm hearing publicly, oh, wow, okay, publicly called out on their bullshit, and they're not going to have any choice but to sit with that energy, to look at themselves and go, fuck, what have I become? What have I done? Do you know what I mean? They're not going to have any choice but to sit with that. They're not going to have any choice but to realize that they messed up and that they need to change, okay? So either that's going to happen, or they're just going to be taken out. Spirit is just going to be like, all right, that's it. You're done. You're out. You got to go. We're done with you right now. You're not going to learn your lesson. You're not even going to try to learn your lesson. Then we're just going to bring you to the other side so that you can see things from a higher perspective. And then you'll either reincarnate and try again, or you'll be sent somewhere else for a little while to learn your lesson. And I don't wish that on anybody. So good luck with that, guys. We really need to make some better choices here, okay? Okay, so anyhow, let's get into the tarot and find out what they have been sending this negative energy to these people for. Okay, spirits, why has this group of people been targeting this energy over here, okay? Why have they been targeting this energy over here? Why have they been targeting these people? Oh, we have cards that don't even belong in this deck over here. Oh my God, wow. Hold on, let me just see if any other cards. Oh, this is the only one. The only card in this deck that doesn't go in this deck. And it's a life insurance card. So these people have been targeted because of some sort of a life insurance policy. Wow. Okay. That explains this predator energy. Okay, so these people really do want these people not on the 3D realm anymore. Okay, so we're definitely dealing with some death magic, possibly. Unemployment, frustration, adversity, spiritual awareness, faith restored. So, remember what I said about the dark night of the soul and people being forced to look at themselves? This is where this energy comes in, okay? So these people are going to experience karma that is really, really bad. And that karma is going to be so bad that they're going to realize that you are highly protected, okay? They're going to realize that their spell work went back on them. They're therefore going to realize that God is real. And their spiritual faith, as far as God is concerned, will be restored, okay? And I mean, ultimately, it's a good thing, but they're going to have to learn it the hard way, is what I'm getting. So this is what I'm saying when I say people are going to be forced into this dark night of the soul energy. They're either going to have no choice but to acknowledge that God is real and that they have fucked up and they're going to have to change, or God's just going to be like, you know what, I'm done. I tried. You refuse to learn your lessons. You refuse to grow. You refuse to do any changing whatsoever, despite knowing the truth, despite me knowing that you know the truth. And they're just going to get taken out. Okay? I feel like there has been given a lot of grace to these people, and they have just not been, they've been taking it for granted, is what I'm getting. Okay? Wow. Yeah. So what I'm getting is community. A community of people who have had a fear of moving on, okay? That are experiencing stagnation right now. They again, with this hermit mode, they're going to be forced into this hermit energy. They're going to be forced into this. This may even be the energy that they're in right now. Okay? So this family or community is going through this this, what is it, 8 of Cups energy. Okay, they're experiencing stagnation and they're fearful of moving forward with something. And the reason that they're fearful of it is because they're going through a period of paranoia right now. Why are they paranoid? Because they're scared. Why? Because this fucking energy has been going back to them. And they're afraid. They're really, really afraid. These people are feeling like they're at the end of their ropes right now. They want release from bondage, from this bondage. Maybe they feel tied to the situation. Maybe they feel bound by the situation. Maybe they feel like they can't get out of it. Okay? But they want out. These people were greedy. They were very, very greedy. And they might be mentally unstable at this time. And this mental instability might be caused by the fact that, number one, this energy is coming back to them. Number two, they can't get out of it, and they know they can't get out of it. And number three, I'm hearing they may be getting caught again with this public humiliation energy. Oh my God, bottom of the deck, look at this. Can you see that? Yeah, you can. If you guys have been with me before, then you would know that this card for me represents death. Because if you look closely at it, doesn't that look like a sarcophagus? Doesn't that look like someone who's passed away? Doesn't that look like a coffin? And then we have these 3 swords coming down, like someone wants to kill them. Do you know what I mean? Or like the swords are about to drop on them, kind of thing. And it talks about fear, anxiety, stress, feeling overwhelmed, mental overload. What did I say about mentally unstable? Okay, and then it's funny because it says rest and peace on here. Okay, literally rest and peace. Rest, peace, right there. And to me, I mean, I feel like we all kind of know where my brain went with that one. Okay, so this is, for me, very, very, like, I feel like one of two things is going to happen. Either these people are going to be going to jail or they're going to go to the grave. I'm hearing or both. Okay? So I feel like it's based on choices that they make. Can you, would you stop, stop that? What are you doing? Are you trying to scratch your butt on the music stand? It is round. Find something sharp, you dingus. Sorry, guys. I hope it's not shaking too much. Yeah, I think it is. Oh, well. Anyway, whatever. Okay. So yeah, these people are, there's some sort of life insurance thing that they're doing. They might be trying to unalive both of these people through some sort of death magic, or possibly even by hiring this predator to go out and do it, okay? But this is a group of people who have been working together. And it's funny because when this life insurance card came out, it came out in the reverse, and I don't normally take, like, I do take them in reverse, but I wasn't really thinking about that. You know what I mean? I thought, oh, life insurance, that's pretty straightforward, right? I was asking Spirit why. Life insurance, pretty straightforward, but it did come out in the reverse, which makes me think, and it's funny because it's a couple with a child, and it came out in reverse. So, like, someone's little one might be dependent on the choices their parents make, is what I'm trying to get at here, okay? So can we really, like, can we please make better choices, okay, guys? Can we, going forward, can we really take into consideration the fact that our karma gets carried on to our families, okay? Because this is, Riley, enough, good Lord. Because this is not cool. This is very, very, very serious, okay? So we have the Ace of Wands in reverse: hesitation, missed opportunities, wasted talent, potential, and infertility. Okay, so maybe that's what that energy stands for. Oh my God, I really hope that's what it is, okay? I really hope that's what it is. I just looked at the bottom of the deck and we have clarity. The Ace of Swords, okay? Ace of Swords truth is what I usually say. That's the Ace of Swords truth. So there's confirmation right there, okay? Holy Hannah. Okay, that's actually a kind of a relief to me because, yeah, I don't feel like children should have to suffer our karma, but unfortunately that's part of life. Good Lord Almighty. Okay. Okay, Spirit. Well, this life insurance energy, what? Oh, shit. Okay, I didn't get the chance to ask the question. So anyways, oh, look at this. We have the Four of fucking Pentacles, and we have the fucking Six of Swords in reverse. These people are in trouble, and the reason they're in trouble is because they were hoarding these fucking possessions. They were holding on to something. They were holding on to something. They were being freaking greedy. They weren't sharing, and they wanted financial security. So they made bad investments based on greed, okay? And look at this. It says trouble coming out of the frying pan and into the fire. So these people were trying to escape responsibility or culpability somehow, and in doing so, just made it worse. Okay? Because it says out of the frying pan into the fire. So, like, yeah, they managed to dodge one thing only to jump into an even bigger problem. So whatever it is that they did in order to try and get out of this trouble is actually just made the situation for them worse. So, yeah. So whatever it is, why, I was just going to say, why do they not like you? Why are they doing this to you in the first damn place? And this is what was going through my head. I flipped over, and it says Queen of Swords in reverse. Gossip, malicious lies, bias, loss, misery. One who puts people down and can't be trusted. So this might be because you walked away from someone. This might be because of gossip that was said about you, lies that were told on you, okay? So there might be different motivations for every person in this group, but they sort of all have the same, or had the same goal at the end of the day, okay? look at that. The Knight of Pentacles, greed. Greed, being underpaid, avarice, someone is too hasty and makes mistakes. Yeah. So it was based, the reason that they did this was because of greed, because of lies, because of bias, and because you walked away. And how freaking sad is that, really, at the end of the day? Actually quite pathetic if you think about it. All right, guys, I'm going to do the ABCs and 1, 2, 3s, and then we're going to get out of this energy because I don't like being in this energy at all. Okay, so we have the 9 and the 15. So someone could be born on the 15th of a month. Someone could be born on the 9th of a month, or someone could be born in September. That's what we have so far. So let's... Where's my bed? Oh, it's over here. One second, guys. Yeah, she wants your bone, doesn't she? Yes, she does. She wants your bone. Oh, God. Riley? All right, just making sure you're here. Unfortunately for us, my lovely darling dog Riley here has figured out how to open cupboard doors now. So not only does she know how to open up like actual doors, but now she knows how to open up cupboard doors. And my sister made chicken tonight, so I have to keep a close eye on her and make sure she stays down here with me. But I feel like she's just going to do what she did yesterday, which is wait for me to go to sleep and then sneak upstairs, open up the cupboard, and go to town. So before I go to bed, I have to remember to check and make sure that those were thrown out outside, so I don't have to worry about her getting into chicken bones while I'm asleep. Little shizer. Too damn smart for your own darn good. Okay, we're basically pulling out all the numbers here. We have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's what we got so far. Okay, S, Z, D, Q, P. Here's your 1. You just need a 2 and a 3. There's the 2. 2, and now we just need the 3, and then we have every freaking number, and therefore anyone's birthday could be at any time. Alrighty then. There's the 0. Oh, another 6. Okay. Good Lord. So the only 2 months we don't have on the board are March and November. But every other month is in. Okay. Okay, and I'll just go through the rest. So someone could be born on the 1st, 2nd, the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. 10th. Hold on a second. 12th, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, or 19th of a month. Someone could also be born on the 20th, the 21st, 24th, 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th, or 21st of a month. Also the 29th of a month. Okay? Someone could be born in 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 91, 92, or 1990. Someone could be born in 78, 71, 72, 70, 1974, 75, 76, or 79. Someone could be born in the 80s. You could be born in 80, 81, 82, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89. Or sorry, not 88, 89. Someone could be born in... Did I do the 70s? Yeah, I did the 70s already. And they could be born in the 60s. We have 60, 61, 62, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69. Someone could be born in the 50s. We have 50, 51, 52, 54, 56, 57, 58, 59. Someone could be born in the 40s. We have 40, 41, 42, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. Okay, so someone could be 49 years old. They could be 45, 46, 40, 42, 41, 48, 47 years old in this energy, or those ages could be significant. Someone could be 56, 50, 52, 51, 58, 57, 59, or those ages could be significant. Someone could be in their 60s. They could be 60, 61, 62, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, or 69 in this energy. Someone could be 20, 21, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 in this energy. Again, or those ages could be significant. Someone could actually be born in the 2000s. We have 2000. We have 2000, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, okay? In this energy as well. Again, take those numbers as they resonate for you or your situation, okay? We also have someone could be in their 70s, okay? We have 70, 71, 72, 74, 75, 76, 78, and 79. And I suppose someone could be in their 80s, okay? So we have 80, 81, 82, 84, 85, 86, 87, 89 in this energy. Okay, guys, take those numbers as they resonate for you and or your situation. Let's move on, shall we? We have, let me see. I'm hearing Cheyenne. I'm hearing Sorrel. Sorrel? I don't know if that's a name, but Sorrel, that's what I'm getting. I'm hearing Calvin or Kevin. I'm hearing get more letters. Okay. If I pull out more numbers. Get more letters. Okay, Spirit, get me more letters then. Get more letters. K, E. Okay, at least that's the same number. S and P. I don't feel like that made much of a difference because that was all the letters we already had, but all right. Okay, so I'm seeing Peter. I'm seeing, what? Okay, I'm seeing the name Ross. Russ or Russell could be significant. Something about russet potatoes maybe could be significant. Seeing something about a house. House is significant. Something about a house is significant. I'm seeing pictures. Something about pictures. Someone has some sort of pictures, receipts. I'm getting receipts. Someone has picture receipts about something, okay? I'm seeing inspector. Some sort of inspector. Inspector? Something about an inspection or an inspector or something like that is significant in this energy. I'm hearing a queue. Someone's queuing for something. Like someone's lining up for something. I don't know what that means. Someone's lining up for something. I'm hearing line them up and knock them down. Okay, so maybe someone's like, yeah, I don't know what that's referring to, but take that as it resonates for your situation. Maybe someone's really into bowling in this energy, okay? I'm hearing 10 pin. Yeah, maybe someone did that when they were younger. I used to belong to a bowling league when I was younger. I actually got a gold trophy, although I'm pretty sure my sister disassembled it and did some shit to it. My sister Wendy is a tomboy and she used to take everything apart. And I'm pretty sure I remember that being taken apart, so I don't have that anymore. I think that's the only trophy I ever got other than a plaque in school. Okay, I'm seeing something about pinstripes. Pinstripes. I don't know how that's significant, but apparently it's significant, okay? I'm seeing skunked. So maybe someone's really into cribbage in this energy. I love cribbage. I haven't played it in forever. Okay, I'm seeing the name Duncan. I'm seeing the name Duke. I'm seeing the name Ivory, or something is significant about Ivory. Maybe I'm hearing tickles the ivory, so maybe someone in this energy plays piano, okay? I'm seeing something about pine nuts. Pine nuts. That's used to make what again? That's used to make, oh, fuck, what is it called? The green shit that goes on pasta. You know, oh my god, I can't think of it right now. Anyway, I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. Let me see. I'm seeing the word truce. Someone may be wanting to call you and like call some sort of a truce in a situation. Oh my gosh, if you could smell this candle, guys, it's like lemon and cake and some, I don't know, it's freaking, it smells so good. Oh god, I love it. Okay. I'm getting something about history. Something about an unknown history. Like someone doesn't know something about their own history. There's something has been something has been withheld. There's some sort of, I'm getting some sort of family secret or something that you don't know about. Something someone doesn't know about is about to come out. I'm hearing in court. In court. Yikes. Okay. So either this information is going to come out in court, or someone's going to be taking someone to court over this information. Okay? Okay. I'm getting the name Tristan. Something about nudes. Maybe someone was I don't know, like I'm getting like revenge porn kind of vibes, okay? So someone might have been doing something like that, posting like your nudes or something like that online. Take it as it resonates for you guys, I don't know. I feel sorry for anyone who had to look at mine. They're not the best pictures for sure. Oh well. We have the name Victor or Victoria. Vicky could be significant. Yes, dear. Hi, honey. Hi, honey. Hi, yes, dear. I hear you. I see you. I know. I'm getting rock. How did my teacher say it? Hold on. Roch Voisin. Okay, so he's like a famous singer, or was. I don't know if he still is, but he was a famous singer in Quebec back when I was in high school. So we're going back like 20 years ago. And my French teacher was crazy about him, Madame Pelletier. She was crazy about him. So the name Roch Voisin could be significant. Or something about someone who sings could be significant, or someone could be French in this energy, okay? Maybe something is significant about someone who was in your French class back in high school or something. Someone could be a French teacher. Someone could be a teacher who is French, okay? Yes, dear, hi. I'm getting, oh jeez Louise, you just scared me. I'm getting the name Chris, Christy, Christine, Christopher, Christian. Okay, those names could all be significant. I'm getting divorce energy here. Someone could end up getting a divorce. I'm getting inquiry. Someone could be facing an inquiry at work over this energy, okay? I'm getting DNC. Oh no, that's not good. So someone could end up having a miscarriage in this energy and then having to go to the hospital and get a DNC. If you don't know what that is, it's just basically where you have when you have pardon me, when you have a miscarriage, you have to go to the hospital. Excuse me, I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Okay, come on. Either come out or don't. Pick one. Don't leave me in limbo. Okay, so it basically they go in and they clean you out to make sure that every little bit that was expelled is actually out. Okay, because they don't want to you don't want to leave anything behind. It could lead to an infection, which could cause problems later on. Okay, so that's basically what a DNC is all about. If for those who don't know. Okay. Washington, D.C. could be significant, okay? Columbia could be significant. Someone could be Colombian in this energy, okay? I'm getting Syracuse. Syracuse could be significant. I'm getting the name Saoirse. Saoirse could be significant. I'm getting the name Steph or Stephanie, Stephen could be significant. The name Steve. Yeah, I said that already. Stephen could be significant. I think I said Kevin already, did I not? Kevin? The name Kevin could be significant. Let me see. Something about a visitor. Someone could be visiting someone or visiting. Something about a visitor might be significant. Someone could, okay, so now I'm seeing the word cyst. Someone could end up having some kind of a cyst. I'm hearing a cyst on their ovaries. Oh no. And maybe that's why this person is going to end up having a miscarriage, okay? So that might be, or maybe this has already happened in the past, or maybe that's, I don't know, that's what I'm getting, guys. I'm getting something about a hotel. Might be significant. I'm hearing hotel motel, so I don't know what that means, but I'm getting dunes. So something could be significant about a beach, okay? Maybe someone lives on a beach or around or near a beach. I'm getting UTIs. Someone could get a lot of urinary tract infections or something. I'm getting senior or seniors. So someone could be like a senior in high school, or maybe your child is a senior in high school, or maybe you are a senior, so like, you know what I mean, like you're sort of, I don't know, Joseph Senior, and you have a son named Joe Jr., that kind of thing, okay? I'm hearing Kundalini awakening, okay? So someone could be going through a Kundalini awakening. And that is hard to explain. I can't look it up right now because I don't want to have to try and explain it using my own words because it's... let me think. How do I explain this best? It's like using your root chakra to ground yourself and also to sort of pull up the energy of the earth and then bring it through your whole body and recite. It's sort of like this energy of, it's waking up your root chakra, really. It's using your sexual energy a very positive way, okay? As opposed to what people usually associate using your sexual energy as. The most people associate it with sort of a negative connotation, and that's not actually the case. Sex does bring about life, okay? It can be and is a good thing, as long as it's, treated that way. Okay. I'm getting picturesque, okay? Something about someone's going to be moving somewhere that's very picturesque, or someone lives somewhere that is very picturesque. Someone really likes to have a very, like, they like beauty. They enjoy looking around and seeing beauty around them, okay? Something about that is significant. Excuse me, good Lord. Or maybe someone is like gonna go into like decorating or something like that. Maybe someone really is like heavy into like landscaping. They really like gardens and flowers and all that kind of stuff. This could be just, an artist energy, someone who just really likes to decorate their environment. Something is very significant about that. I'm not sure how or why, but that is what I'm seeing. Okay, I'm seeing something, the name Rose could be significant. Rose, Rosie, Roseanne. Or roses themselves could be significant. Maybe someone's really into roses. Okay? Something about the cross could be significant. Maybe someone has like a cross that they wear on a regular. I'm getting the name Sven, okay? S-V-E-N. I'm getting something about specs, something about someone's glasses could be significant, okay? Or some sort of specs as in some sort of numbers, like some sort of numbers, specific numbers, measurements, something like that could be significant. The IRS could be significant. Someone could be getting audited in this energy. Maybe someone works for the IRS, okay? Or maybe the IRS has something to do with how these people end up getting caught, okay? Someone could work for the IRS who's involved in this situation. I'm also getting CPA, okay, or CPS. So Child Protective Services could end up being called, okay? Someone could end up losing custody of their children, okay, because of their involvement in the situation. Or there could be a CPA involved. So this would be a chartered professional accountant? I think it's professional accountant. Anyways, an accountant could be involved in this situation, okay? I'm also getting special ops. So like the CIA or the FBI could be involved in this situation somehow. I feel like it would be the FBI, not the CIA, right? Because the FBI is like crimes, and CIA I feel like is like international shit, right? Or am I off? I don't know. Anyway. I'm getting CSIS as well, CSIS. Okay, so that's like the Canadian version of the FBI. So CSIS could also be involved, okay? I'm getting the name Peter. I think I said that already, but I just want to say it again. I'm getting Petrie. Am I saying that right? That's what I'm seeing in my head. Petrie is what I'm seeing. Petrie? I don't know. Maybe it's a petri dish or something. Maybe there's some sort of like organism or some sort of, I don't know. I don't know what a petri dish has to do with any of this situation, but maybe that's significant to you. Maybe someone in this energy like works, I don't know, in some sort of scientific field where you would have something in a fucking petri dish. Okay, I don't know anything about science, guys. So take it as it resonates for you guys, okay? I'm getting something about a trio, okay? There could be 3 people who are working together to do this. Or it could be 3 people who are going to jail in this energy over this situation, okay? I'm getting the name Dustin. Could be significant. Dustin or Justin. Let me see. I'm getting prison. Prison. Yep. Someone's going to prison. And I mean, insurance fraud, yeah, that's prison time for sure. Especially life insurance, especially if there is, some sort of plot to unalive someone, yeah, that's definitely federal crime, so that doesn't surprise me, I guess. Wow, okay. Okay, guys, I'm getting Nevada, I'm getting Tennessee, I'm getting Kentucky. In this energy, I'm getting Kapuskasing is what I just heard. Kapuskasing, is that a place? I feel like that's a place. But anyway, take it as it resonates for you guys. I don't know. I'm getting Toronto in this energy. I'm getting New Zealand. I'm getting Canada for sure. I'm getting Ontario. I'm getting the UK. Let me see. I'm hearing Wyoming. I'm hearing Pensacola. I really hope these are all places and I'm not just making this shit up off the top of my head. I'm getting Texas. I'm getting Iowa. Let me see. I'm hearing Sorengale. Why does that sound familiar? I know that's from something. It's got to be like a movie or a character or something. Sorengale. It sounds familiar. So whatever that last name means to you guys, somehow or another, it's got to be applicable, I guess. I don't know. Sorengale. Fuck, I wish I could use my phone to look this shit up while we're doing this. Damn it. Oh, well, whatever. Let me see. Something about Rust might be significant, okay? Rusty. Maybe someone's nickname or whatever is Rusty, or maybe that's someone's real name, I don't know. Something about trout. Maybe someone really enjoys fishing for trout, or maybe you really like to eat trout. Maybe you went trout fishing recently, or maybe you went fishing recently and caught a trout. Might be just confirmation for you, okay? Something about a shire could be significant, okay? Maybe Devonshire could be significant. Devonshire? Wilshire? Someone could live in a place that has shire as the end, like the, suffix of the name? I'm hearing Orenthal. Orenthal? Or Orenthal. No, I think I'm hearing Orenthal. It comes and then it goes. It goes so quickly, I can't really... Sometimes I can't hold on to it fast enough. seeing thirst and I'm hearing thirst trap, okay? So, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't a thirst trap when someone, like, is, like, online and they're, like, you know, taking, like, for instance, if there was a guy and he was online, he's, like, posting all these pictures of him, like, working out, showing all his muscles off, and, you know, being, like, all, you know, like, I feel like that's what that is, like, when someone's entire page is nothing but pictures of them looking their absolute best, and it's kind of like, you know, trying to lure women in. It's like, I think that's what's called a thirst trap. Is that I feel like that's what this is. Anyways, so someone might be, you know, someone who has accounts, like someone might have one of those thirst trap type accounts, okay? Which I feel like is basically, it's actually pretty freaking common nowadays, I would suppose. I'm getting Queens, New York could be significant. Or the Queens Way could be significant, okay? The highway. I'm hearing Turkmenistan or Turkmenistan or something like that. Was what I heard. Something about torque. A torque wrench could be significant. I don't know how, but alrighty then. Something about a ukulele could be significant. I'm getting something about Deepak Chopra could be significant. Dipti could be significant. The name, Dipti. Let me see. I'm seeing nudist. Someone in this energy could be a nudist. No judgment from me. I used to walk around naked all the time. I stopped because one day I was coming out of the bathroom. I had forgotten to bring a towel with me into the shower, and right outside of our bathroom door was where our linen closet was. So I came out of the bathroom, and here's the linen closet. Right across from the bathroom was my son's bedroom door. And he woke up in the morning, and I guess he heard me having my shower or whatever. He walks out at the exact same time that I walk out to get my towel. He just looked me up and down and went, "God, you're ugly when you're naked." Turned around, slammed the door, and went back inside. And I thought, okay, I guess I'm not walking around naked anymore. God, you're ugly naked. Kids really do say the darndest things, don't they? I thought, oh God, ouch, okay, all right, keep your clothes on, Shannon, geez, Lord. All right, let's see now. I'm not seeing a whole lot else. I know every time I say that, though, I end up seeing more, so I don't know. I'm getting Perez, okay? I'm getting Rosie Perez. Okay, I don't know what she is. I feel like I don't think she's Mexican, no. I feel like she's Latino or Latina, I suppose. But I don't know. I don't want to try and venture a guess as to where she's actually from. I'm getting Denver, Colorado could be significant, okay? Someone's someone's sister could be significant in this energy, okay? The name Eric or Erica could be significant. The name Aaron could be significant. The name Ken, Kenny, Mackenzie, Kenneth could all be significant. The name Vinny could be significant. The name Rita could be significant. The name Dino could be significant. The name Don or Donnie or Donald could be significant. Something about a zip code could be significant. The name Crystal could be significant. Something about stories. But I'm hearing like I'm picturing someone climbing stairs. So something about multiple stories. Maybe someone lives in like I want to say a 4-story walk-up kind of apartment, or like a walk-up where there's like multiple floors but no elevator kind of thing. The reason I'm going to 4-story walk-up is because I used to live in a 4-story walk-up. And of course I was on the 4th floor. Trust me, that shit sucks. Especially when you're out of shape, which I was at the time. Still am, so it was not a pleasant experience for me, I tell you. The name Pierre could be significant, okay? Horses could be significant. Corn. Someone could live on a farm. Again with this, I keep getting this farm ranch energy, okay? It seems to be really significant lately. Something could be significant about Tuesday. Or a Tuesday could have been significant. Let me see. I'm getting Penn State. Okay, someone could have gone to Penn State University, or Pennsylvania could be significant. Or someone could be going to like prison in Pennsylvania. Is there a Penn State prison? I don't know. The name Rod or Rodney could be significant. Something could be significant about a roster, or someone's name could be Rooster, like their nickname kind of thing. What was the name of the guy? There was a Rooster character on this show. Oh God, on TV. I can't remember. But he was on the other show. That 70s show. It was one of the characters from that 70s show. His name was Hyde. Hyde Pierce, that's it. Hyde. I think that was his name on the show, anyway. The name Hyde could, actually, I'm seeing Hyde right here. So the name Hyde could be significant, okay? The name Pierce could be significant. Pierce Brosnan could be significant somehow. Maybe someone's like a big fan of Pierce Brosnan. Maybe someone's like really into the 007 movies, okay? The name Sky could be significant. Let me see. The name Dean or Sean could be significant. The name, oh, I already said that name, okay. The name Soren could be significant. The name Trevor could be significant. The name Ricky or Rick or Richard could be significant. I'm seeing the word punked. So someone in this energy could have gotten punked, or someone could be like a punk. Like that's kind of their style, you know, like the whole mohawk and spikes kind of look, you know what I mean? Or maybe you were back in the day. Again, I'm seeing Hep C. Someone could have hepatitis C in this energy, okay? The name Pedro could be significant. The name Taurus could be significant. Or Tori. The name Terry could be significant as well. Let me see. Yeah, that's all I'm seeing right now, guys. Oh, I'm seeing Piper. Or pipe. Maybe someone smokes a pipe in this energy. Okay. Yeah, I'm not seeing much else. Okay, guys. I hope that this has helped. I hope that this has at very least confirmed for you what you may have already intuitively known, okay? If you guys enjoyed this reading, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe on your way out. It's free for you and it helps out my channel a whole lot. I love you guys very much. I hope you have a great night. Be good. Have fun. Bye.